to my videos. Today's video is cooking. I know some of you like to watch the vegan recipes, so today I decided to bring that. It is 21 degrees outside in the UK, so that's pretty much summer, even though it looks like I'm dressed for winter, but in the house it is colder than it is outside, so that is why it looks like it's winter, but it's actually pretty hot outside. 21 degrees. It's time for a picnic. Boris lets us go for a picnic, so I'm going to do mini chickpea frittatas. Even though I don't have the chickpea flour, so I'm going to change a bit the recipe so it is more easy, because where the hell do you even find chickpea flour, you know? I don't have that, so I'm just gonna do my thing, and I hope that it turns out okay, because I haven't tried it, and I'm going to leave the original recipe in the description, and let's see if my recipe is also very nice as well. So first of all, I'm going to grab my pan. Okay, and I am going to chop garlic and onion. Honestly, I cannot tell you enough that you should have a food processor. And it's not because I'm vegan or anything. Sometimes people think, oh, being vegan is harder. You have to get all these gadgets and whatnot. And no, it's just because I want to. It's not because I'm vegan. My parents-in-law, they also have a food processor and also like it very much, so even though they're starting to go vegan now, so it's really not about having to have all of these expensive gadgets. You don't have to do all of that. It just makes your life easier, and if you can afford it, then you should go get it. Use whatever you have at home, but I'm just gonna try to follow the recipe. So I have a red pepper, which is huge, so it's like kind of a leftover kind of deal. I'm gonna use soy sauce. I'm just gonna put it out, and I'm gonna collect. I have like a little box in the freezer, and I collect the peels like so. And then after I boil them, I just leave them here. I think I've talked about it in a video before. So, okay, I think I'm gonna just put one for now. Okay, I'm also going to take mixed veggies and a bit of passata or bouillons, why not? And I'm also going to go for spinach, broccoli. Okay, that's a lot of stuff, but yeah. And carrot. Just one, because mixed veggies already has carrots. If you don't want to saute in oil, you can just do this. So that way it's a bit healthier. My oven eats up pretty quickly, so I will not be turning it on yet. But if yours is really slow, you should start off by turning it on 180 degrees. Okay. But mine is too quick, and then I just get really anxious because it's already going. Like it's already ready before I'm ready. I'm gonna chop the carrot into small pieces just because it's a lot easier for the food processor. Okay, and I'm just gonna blitz that first because it's harder than the broccoli, so. And then you want to break the broccoli into the little trees so that it's easier. If you don't have a food processor, you basically have to chop these up yourself. Sorry. I'm going to put the chickpeas in the blitz as well, but I won't be processing all through. So I'll be using the pulse option, which only slices them up a bit. And if you want to do any sweet like dessert, you can use the aquafaba from the chickpeas. It acts as egg whites, but I'm not planning on doing anything, so I'm just down the drain it goes. You can do this bit with the fork, because if it's cooked, then you can just smash it up with the fork, and that's good enough. The recipe is made with chickpea flour, so that's where the chickpea flavor comes from. But I don't have any, like I said, so I'm going to put the chickpea as the protein source in this recipe. I'm gonna add some sauce, like soy sauce, because I like soy sauce. It's like a substitute for salt, for me at least. I'm like burning my tea towel. Mamma mia. In the original recipe, it does the liquid part with the chickpea flour, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, basil, and something. But since I don't have that, I am going to just be using regular flour. Right? And I'm probably going to mix it with corn flour because it makes things thicken up. And I like them thick, you see? So I'm probably just gonna use that as a substitute. Oh, I'm also going to add the mixed veggies. If you're making any recipe that has to go to the oven, you don't really want to just cook it in the oven because it's gonna taste nasty. And it's not just because I have done that multiple times, but you just don't want to do it, okay? Just take my word. You want to cook it beforehand. The oven is like the little something you don't want to substitute. In the original recipe, it adds water, not soy milk or anything, so you can do that, but I just think it'll be more delicious if I use the unsweetened soy milk. I'm going to get that ready, and I could use the whisk bit that comes with the food processor, but it's just more things to clean, you know? So I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, I'm gonna add the flour. I think it's better if we turn the oven already. Oh, you need muffin trays first, or you can just make a giant cake, but I don't see how that's gonna work. It'll be kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna add slowly because I don't like to check the recipes and check how much, you know. I'm just gonna wing it, and I'm gonna add water because it's starting to get stuck in the pan. So I'm gonna have to do that. Right? I'm actually going to season the food. I'm going to be using smoked paprika. You can never go wrong with smoked paprika. It's not spicy, it's just so freaking delicious. Paprika is already good, but smoked paprika, you guys are not ready for that. So add a ton of it, like a ton of it. I add a bit of cajun, which has chili, cayenne pepper, dried garlic, allspice, black pepper, coriander, ginger, white pepper, cumin, and fennel seed, and dried herbs like thyme and oregano. So, and mustard. So it has a lot of things. So I just add a tiny bit because it's spicy. So if you don't like the spice, you don't want to add too much. But you just basically season it however you want it. I didn't even look at the seasonings in the recipe because I know my seasonings, okay? More coming because why the hell not? I'll just try to show you how much, like, oh my god. I also add a bit of turmeric. I know it's like supposed to be for curry and stuff like that, but I don't know, I think just a tiny bit of everything just makes life better, you know, just a tiny bit of each thing. So I'm doing that. So I added thyme and parsley. I'm just gonna add this tiny bit of basil. I have more basil, but I just fuck it, I'll just open it. Okay. Basil. You just want to add all the spices, you know, you can just never go wrong with that. Black pepper, just keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. Right. And that's all I have, so I'm not gonna be able to add anything else. Like a teaspoon, I don't know. Because this is so much, so, okay. This is like a bit more than a teaspoon, I believe. Okay, it's still a bit too runny, so I'm just gonna add the normal flour. The normal flour. The normal flour. Okay, it is runny. I'm gonna show you how it should look, I think. If this doesn't turn out alright, then don't go with what I said, but I think this is it. But I just realized that this is a lot, and I don't know how I'm going to add this because the tub, it's not as big as I wanted it to be. So, we'll just go with the flow. It's like even coming out of the hole and everything. Okay, we did it! We did it! So help me God. Okay, let's just put all of this to the side. If you have a bunch of muffin trays, you should do all of them together because it's just not really good for the environment to have it running for so long. And I ended up not using the spinach. So yeah, let's just forget I ever said that. You should add spinach, but I just didn't, so. I'm gonna come back with the results and I'll have to keep going for much longer than this, but I'll tell you how it turns out. So we'll see you then. Bye! Hey, I'm back! Okay, I left these for 35 minutes. That's what it said in the recipe. With the other ones, I was a bit more impatient because I just wanted to be able to do all of them, and I wasn't sure how long would that take if I left it all of them. Well, I could have calculated, but I'm just gonna remove all of them. Use a little spoon to help me. And yeah, they seem all cooked, so you should wait after you take them out of the oven so they have time to cool down. They don't look like the prettiest thing, but it's just because I was kind of sloppy and there was batter on the edges of the muffins, so then it kind of goes like that, you know. But it's like the taste that counts. So they look delicious. So you want to fill up the tray until the very edge because they don't grow that much. They just grow a bit on the top, but they don't grow that much. So you want to fill them up until the top. And I'll be taking them for our picnic, and me and Fleshy are gonna tell you if they taste very nice or if you just stay home. Because if anything, this doesn't work, at least it's funny. I hope. So this is all the muffins that I got from all that batter. So now you have kind of a perception, and there's my hair, sorry. So this is it. Yeah, we're probably gonna be eating muffins for 4 days. I'll see you at the park. Hey, you can try.
Okay.
Vegan cupcakes. It's not cupcakes. What am I talking about? It's the muffins. It's actually good. Okay, choose my reaction.
Do you want this?
I'll just eat another one. Okay, that was like the first ones. I think the better ones are these ones that I left for longer. Oh, okay.
They're good? Mm-hmm. So we're just here at the park and we'll eat our... Yeah, very good.
We just put them in the bag and left.
Yeah.
They're very good. I think you should try it. I would put more spices, to be honest, but I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I have a couple of additional notes that I think if you are going to try this recipe that you should do. I think that the batter should not be so runny because we noticed that some of them, it looks like they were not raw, but they could have been more cooked, if that makes sense. And I think that is because of the batter. So just try to go for a more not so runny. It can't be too thick, but it has to be a little thicker than what I did. So it's like pancake batter, kind of that same sort of style. So it can't be too runny. It's not crepes, it's pancakes, okay? And also, like I said over there in the park, I think you should use more seasonings because it will taste more, because it didn't have very prominent taste. If you can use chickpea flour, I think that would also help, but like I said, I didn't have, so I just used what I had. But if you can use chickpea flour, maybe that'll give it more of a taste. But I think that's it. I really like them. I think Fleshy did as well. They were nice, and we have a bunch of them, so that'll be our lunch tomorrow probably. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. She's strong. What are you drawing?
That thing.
Or gazebo, yeah.